Hello, this is the Watchdog, and welcome back to Fun with Watches. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. Today we're going to review the Baogela 1611. Let's start out with the wrist check. I'm wearing this Invicta surfboard. And Greg was wearing my Pagani Design PD 1644 homage to the Rolex Daytona Platinum. Grogo said he got a friend request from Jango Fett. I told him I thought Jango Fett was dead. He said yeah, so he must have been cloned. Alright, let's take a look at the watch. It comes in this box. Really no need for a box with this watch, but it came with one. And I don't think there was anything else in the box. And here's the watch. This is the fourth Baogela on my channel. So far I've been very happy with Baogela, offering solid steel watches at a very affordable price. This Baogela, however, is not steel and seems to be representative of your typical AliExpress sub $20 chronograph with their countless iterations and almost as many brands. This Baogela stood out due to its many colorful NATO strap options. The rule of thumb is to usually get a watch on a metal bracelet, as it is easier to find other straps for your watch. But when it comes to sub $20 watches, the bracelets are going to have hollow or rolled links and really bad pressed clasps, so I will often choose a strap in this price range. This watch only had mesh as a metal bracelet option anyway. You can also get it on leather. The watch is 42.6 millimeters at the bezel, 48.7 millimeters lug to lug. It's only 10.8 millimeters thick if you don't count the double pass NATO, but it's 13 millimeters thick with it. Has a 22 millimeter lug width and weighs 59 grams on the supplied NATO strap. The bezel is just a simple alloy, the same material as the case, and there's nothing on it. Then the dial is black with no sunburst effect. We have the Baogela name on the right. Baogela does not have a logo. And then we have a chapter ring with minute markers. And then we have the indices with double batons at the majors. And then we have the hands. The hands are lumed. They're very thin stick hands. And the second hand does not have any lume. Then we have the subdials. We have a sub-second counter up top, the chronograph minute counter on the left, and the chronograph second hand on the bottom. Then here, let me get the hands out of the way. And then we can see the date. As you can see, the date window is round, and it's kind of a little bit too small for the date. So I don't know why they didn't make it square, or if they did make it round, make it a little bit bigger. The crown is a push-pull because you only get 30 meters of water resistance. One thing I've noticed about the crown, though, even though the crown action isn't too bad, and you can usually set it without it jumping, which is great. One difficulty I found is finding the date position. Oh, this time I found it. Oh, see, it was doing the date, and then it jumped out of position and then started moving the hands. It's really difficult to quick set the date. Oh, there it goes right now. Now that I'm doing the video, I'm not having that much difficulty, but I had a heck of a time finding the date position for the quick set date. And the pushers, we don't have screw down pushers because this only has 30 meters water resistance. At least they didn't put fake screw down because I hate fake screw down. Go ahead and press the top pusher to start the chronograph. As you can see, we have a sub-second indicator, and it's a tenth of a second indicator, even though it has 20 marks because it goes around every 2 seconds. And then, of course, press the bottom pusher to reset it. Then the crystal is just a flat mineral glass. There seems to be quite a bit of reflection, so there's obviously no AR coating or anything like that. Then the case, I like the case. I think it's shaped nice. Of course, it's a plated alloy or coated alloy. It's not steel. But I like it. It's not bad for a watch at this price range. Then the case back is a stainless steel. Has the Baogela name. And it says stainless steel back. When it says stainless steel back, that's another tell that the rest of the watch is not. Then it says water resistant. If it doesn't give a depth rating, then that always means 30 meters. And then it gives the model number. And of course, this is a press-on case back because you're only getting 30 meters. Underneath the case back is, I don't know what the movement is. I didn't want to pop the case back because it rarely tells you anyway. All we can say is if it doesn't say Japanese in the ad or the watch, then it most likely is Chinese made. And of course, this is just your simple small second chronograph. But once again, it does have the sub-seconds, so that's a plus. The NATO strap is thin. It's not horrible. I've seen better, I've seen worse. But it does look nice, and at least the hardware matches the watch. And the buckle is signed. But it is a little short for a NATO. I'll put it on the wrist and show you. Here's the watch and my 7.5-inch wrist. I think it wears nice. But yeah, look at that. I only have 2 notches left. So if you have a wrist bigger than 8, you will not be able to wear this on the supplied NATO. Of course, it's easy enough to swap a NATO strap, but then again, you have to make sure you have one with the gold color. So I do like the fact that the hardware matches the watch. Here we are in the Lume room. Just seeing the watch, the Lume seemed non-existent. Not expecting much for this test. Wow, this Lume is already gone. This is among the worst of the worst. Not as bad as the George, but pretty bad. What do I like about this watch? Colorful NATO strap with matching hardware. I like the fact that the watch has a sub-second indicator. I think it has fairly short lug-to-lug for such a big watch. And I like the fact that you can set it without the minute hand jumping. What are my gripes and groans? Horrible Lume. I mean, really bad. Then yes, it was easy to do it during the review, but I've had lots of difficulty finding the date position for the quick set date. And this NATO strap is too short for big wrists. Do I recommend this watch? Yes, I do. I think it looks really nice on this NATO strap with the matching hardware. Plus, the simple fact that you can set it without the minute hand jumping is just great on a sub $20 watch. And I think it looks and wears nice. So for the price, I think, yeah, there's a lot of different AliExpress watches that look very similar in this price range, but I think this one kind of stands out. Well, thank you for watching my review of the Baogela 1611, and I will be back with another unboxing video. I just got 3 more watches from AliExpress the other day. Be sure and like and subscribe to my channel. Bye.